Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpacktrader training room for Tuesday, March the 1st, 2022. Welcome back. I am home and on plenty of bandwidth again, so back in the saddle again, and here we go. We have a Get in Sync coming up on the YM at 7:26 at night, coming up at 9:30. Crude has, good morning, Miles. Crude has gone POQ. It took 3 trades to do it. Actually, no, if you caught this one early, this was right at 9 o'clock, or 42 seconds after. Maybe was executable. I'd have to look at a faster chart to see. Assuming that was executable, that would be a one and done. Picking up and targets 2 and 3 because it's a smaller trade. Target 1 is only 7 ticks. So 12 and 17, 29 ticks. So that would be the trade profile. That, if that was not executable, then we come to the short here. That also hits target 1 and target 2. I was looking at later trades, but yes, that's also POQ one and done. So however you traded that, that would have been a one and done session. Oh, there's what I was looking at. Yeah, here you go. The first one was a short. It was Get in Sync, and we did get in sync with it right when it penetrated the entry right there, and stopped and reversed at 73. So we got 10 and 15. We got 25 ticks. And our loss was 30 ticks. 15 ticks times 2 positions. That would have been 73 on the reversal. Good morning, Johnny. So we're down 5 ticks, and we're looking for a third trade. And it's this long right here at $100.71. We are over $100 a barrel again. That's dangerous territory, I would say. But then the geopolitical situation in Ukraine is driving some of that. YM ultimately bounced up, hit money management on the that potential Get in Sync, so no trade there. We now have a long at 7:11 that we are in. Long on crude that I was looking at. Took some heat, finally came up, hit target 1 and target 2 to get us positive on the day. So there is your trade profile. Entry at 71, target 1 at 90 for 19 ticks, and 31 ticks to target 2. So 50 ticks. So up 45 on 2 positions in 3 trades. Interesting morning there. And the YM is working on it. And now we have a stop and reverse at 04. And that we have reversed to short. So we had a 7-tick loss on 2 positions, and there's money management. So bring your stops to 03. Target is at 70. And we did hit that on the nose. Stop now at 97. 697. And we did hit a 36-tick target. So we lost 14, we got 36. This is a POQ trade. 91 for the stop. Moving quickly this morning. And stopping out at 91. The YM is POQ. We wait 4 minutes on the Russell, similar to what we do on the NQ. So we're waiting for our first trade. With an entry at 45.2. Still waiting on our 4 minutes. And there we are. There's our 4 minutes. We can get in sync. Nope, hit target 1. So that trade goes away. And actually I came back and stopped out. Hit target and came back and stopped out on the... I actually hit the stop, so the trade was canceled anyway. Unleaded gas. Take a look at the 9 o'clock start. That short is too far, too fast. So our first trade is long. It's money management and target 1. Target 2 is our primary target. Money management. So we stop out at 0624 with an entry at 0608. So we pick up 16 ticks, 32 ticks on the money management trade, and then we get along at 597. That also hits money management. and gets out at 598. So 2 more ticks. 34 ticks total on 2 money management trades and POQ. I don't hear a weird buzz, Don. Not unless you're hearing the fan from my laptop. Now, that's possible. Singers? Don't know. Okay, we did pick up a new long trade on the Russell that was a full stop out. Pound Aussie is in a short trade from 84.19. Money management at 84.07. Given where the current spreads are at I'm seeing 3 to 3.5 pips of spread. You might want to make your money management trade 13 pips rather than just 12. And I wouldn't take a 10 pip. I would make at least 11 pip target. So we're going to targets 2, 3, and 4 on this trade. Soybeans. Let's see where we were. Looks like we got we had a possible short entry at 91.75, but we went up and touched our money management exactly, and that definitely went too fast to catch. So that's a no trade. Then we pick up short 2023, again too fast to catch. And that trailed down. That's filtered. Both of those filtered as stop and reversals against the 20 SMA. So that's hybrid mode, keeping us out of those. And finally, we get a long trade here. Stop and reverse would be at 87.50, so we are still long there. Still long. So we're actually still in the long trade. The stop and reverse had just kept us in. And actually that hit the entry unadjusted, so we would stop and reverse there at 87.50. So we are now short and have a potential stop and reverse at 91.20 or 90.25. The purple trade. Looking for 85.50. Or target one in money management. So in the short, pound Aussie picking up a stop and reverse at 31. So that is the buy side. So adjust for your spread. And the Russell taking a downward turn there. That first short is probably not tradable, just ticked in. This second short looks nice, giving us a 2.8 point target at target 3 and trailing nicely. Entry at 46.3. And we stopped out at 36.3, 10 points. Even on the micro, that's $500 trade. That's 100 ticks. So 128 ticks. And I would take that to the bank and run. All right, soybeans hitting all 3 targets and trailing down to 81.50. That should put us positive. I don't know what that is. I may have to change and try a different microphone. I'm using the mic in the laptop right now. And we did stop and reverse on the pound Aussie. Or at least I got triggered in. And the spread opened up as my bid was still a pip and a half from the entry. And I still got triggered in. We did hit our unadjusted entry. So let's take a look at heating oil. Looks like jumping right out of the gate. It's a winner, a break even, and a second strong winner. And that one went way up there. So that's going to be a positive day there. I would, in two strong winners like that, I would go away and bank my profits. Don't expose yourself to the market any more than necessary. And it looks like a break even on the short. Yeah, let's take a look and see what the micro ES on Catapult did. And that's way too early at 8:15, and it's still in the long. I just stopped out of the long trade, so still waiting for. And it's through 9:35 to 10, so we're still in our trade window for the first mini session. And coming up on our 10 a.m. Questions? Well, the triggered question on Forex is kind of difficult because you're at the mercy of your broker's spreads, because if you're charting the bid price, the entry on, or the stop and reverse when you are short and entering a long trade, the stop and the entry are both buy side trades, so they'll be executed off of the ask price. So that's a case where I had set my entry order at 3.5 pips above the bid as an estimate of where the spread was, and I got triggered at 5 pips above the maximum bid. But no, you put your order in and you estimate what the typical spread is at the moment. That's what my entry is. My estimated spread is 3.5 pips. So my entry with uh, with stop and reverse at 84.31, my entry was 34.5. And that's what executed. And that really sucks on a stop and reverse like that supposedly hasn't triggered yet. So I'm already long, but the system is actually still short, should actually still be short. And now looks like it might go. It's like we got to a high of 29.8 now, so we're still we got three ticks higher than the prior. We still haven't hit the bid-based entry. Now, I was looking at the spread on the quotes in the chart trader pane, and it was running 3 to 3.5 pips. So that's where I set my entry was 3.5 pips, 35 ticks above the bid entry to adjust for spread. And the point being, you want to adjust so that when your bid entry is hit, the trade will execute it roughly that. But that's a moving target on Forex. You have a spread on your futures, but they're typically not more than one to three ticks typically. And they're dependent on the market. Oh, that's nice. We got a new long trade on the micro ES, and that actually was one that would likely be avoided. 68.50, yeah, was the entry. That is the session open, and I would definitely push that up to 69, and we didn't hit that, and have pulled back and hit the stop. So I would cancel that trade. And there is a big short trade on micro ES. 3 contracts on the micro ES on a $20,000 account. That is a big risk trade. Target 1 is 21.5. Looks like the 50 EMA is holding as resistance on the pound Aussie. Looks like 3 tests recently of the 50, and all 3 held. Have a good morning, Johnny. Any questions? Actually, close of this bar, we are out of our session on the micro ES, but we are entering our 10 o'clock crude session. Did y'all just hear that? Hear the sound that you were talking about? And crude has a potential short at 88. And crude is short. In the 10 a.m. mini session. And we are out of our trade window on the micro ES. So it looks like everything's pretty well finished up for us. Oh, I didn't look at catapult unleaded. Yeah, it's an 8:45 start. So we were already in the short. Long was a full stop out. That was our first trade. And the short on crude is a full stop. And we set a new high for the session at 102.30. $28 tick stop out, and that's down 56 on two positions. So we take a stop on the long, a stop on the short, And our third trade is a winner at target 3 and trailing. So trailer goes slightly above target 4. And we get a new long. Missing target, there's target 3. And the trailer goes to 617. And then we pick up a short that also hits money management and target 3. And a small it's like 20 ticks on the trailer. 18 ticks on the trailer. So 3 winners in 5 trades. And I believe that gets us to POQ. Sixth trade would be a break even, and that would end it. So, very successful session this morning. Questions, comments? We're picking up a couple of quick winners. So currently in trade number 3. That first one isn't going to be enough, but this one might be if it gets to target 2. And that ends the session. That should have gotten you positive on the 10 a.m. session. If you have a trailing positions at 91. Yeah, Ranjit, I've had several people report on that. I'm going to have to see if I can change microphones tomorrow and see if that will help. I'm going to put a last call for questions out. The 10 a.m. crude session is done. And the pound Aussie, almost a target too, and it has hit money management. And stop is at 84.17. It's actually trailing the balance line down to 16. Just missing target 2, which is where two positions will come off. I don't have the MNQ catapult chart set up. I will try to. I'll see if I can pull the parameters for that one off the website this afternoon and have that up for tomorrow. Don, I'm still adding charts to. Since I've got the new computer, I can have a few more charts available. So I'm adding some charts and just haven't gotten everything up on it yet. My old machine, if I tried to put more than about 6 or 7 charts on the display for the trade room, it would bog the computer down and cause all kinds of problems. And I will try to get that either for tomorrow or Thursday. I've still got parameters for the Russell on there, but it's loading the 6-point Renko bar 2-point offset. Pound Aussie still working on trying to get to that target 2 level. I think it's at 84.20. And there, yeah, I just got executed on target 2 position. 84.09. No. Target 2 position. 84.02. Yeah. So we have 2 positions coming off at target 2. That's 40% of your trade. If you're using the full 5 positions, 4 targets and trail. So that is going to be a POQ session. Oh, yeah, nothing on there. I'm going to have to get the NQ loaded. That's right, because that's a separate module, and I don't have. Do I have that loaded on this machine? I think that there were different cat lines. I'll have to look at the parameters, but this is just the default calculator. There's the MNQ catapult. It's just default settings on the 6-point or 24 tick custom Renko bar. I'm sorry, 24 tick bar size, 8 tick offset, and consequently we have a 40 tick reversal. And the long trade stopping out. Go back to okay, there we go. Now we'll try to refine the parameters on that for tomorrow. Go back to 4 minutes after start. 9:34, and it was going nuts at 9:34. Yeah, running a bar every 1 to 3 seconds. So as the reversal bar was at 33.56, and we in less than just over a minute and a quarter, we had that many bars. So way too fast to trade this morning. Yeah, that one's a possibility. There's a wick, so yeah, you definitely would have been able to get into that short. Nice little profit. Probably not able to catch that long. Just went too fast. NQ pretty volatile right now with the current situation. As I say, I will try to get the appropriate parameters into the calculator for tomorrow's session. Any other questions? Well, that's interesting. Crude going down and then up. Fairly strong. But volatile movement in crude this morning. Definitely good trading for the day traders. And pound Aussie just missing target 3. If you're watching that, that would have been a good place to take profit. Getting within, looks like 3 ticks. No, getting within 7 ticks of target. 0.7 of a pip. So that's definitely a place to take profit. If you're watching your chart properly. Unfortunately, I'm not able to give it my undivided attention in the trade room here, so I'm just having to let it run. Stop now down to 84.11 plus spread, because your exits on the short are the buy side. So I'm using that three and a half pips for spread again on the trailing stop. I typically, when it's like this, I'll use 3 pips for my targets for spread and 3.5 for my stops and entries. All right, folks. I don't see any new questions, so I'm going to bring it to a close at 10:30. And we will see everybody tomorrow at 9:30. Regular 9:30 session. I will be covering for Troy. He's traveling tomorrow. He's due back to his home in California sometime tomorrow. So he should be back next week on his regular Monday, Wednesday schedule. I will be covering the regular session tomorrow at 9:30, and it will take that to about 10:15, and then I'll shut it down and transition over to the crude oil inventory report at 10:30 and start a new stream there. Both of those are scheduled on the Backpacktrader YouTube channel. Check the home screen on that channel and homepage on the channel, and down at the bottom of the page should be the scheduled live streams. You can enter through those. Also, take a look in the description, and if you haven't already, sign up for the Trade Hacking Club on Discord. We do post announcements when things are going on there, such as sessions we're going to unfortunately have to miss. Pound Aussie stock down to 84.06. I actually reversed back to the short when that new trade showed up. I kept my original target, since with the stop and reverse adjustment, we would still be in the original trade. if we'd stop and reverse adjustment on the long, that is, we never actually hit the adjusted entry. And it looks like we got down almost there again. Got down to 90, got within 1 pip this time. All right, folks. I am going to call it a morning. We will see everybody tomorrow. Regular time. Just me instead of Troy. Good to be back in regular setup, so we know that our internet is good. And target 3 hit on the pound Aussie. And moving down toward target 4. Pound Aussie getting into some movement now. It looks like we'll come down to 8403. We will see you tomorrow, Miles.